It's an overwhelming feeling of frustration.
In 2 years, we haven't been able to sit on the terrace.
This is our trouble area, eh?
Or felt comfortable putting the cars into the garage because of the leak.
The drainage out to the eaves troughs on the outside are higher than the floor. Oh, we definitely have the signs of water, eh? It's been saturated with water. I noticed a little bit of mushrooms there. 5 times they've been back, and why didn't they fix it? Because in order to fix it, you have to take it apart and do it again.
That angle they had, oh my God. We like the house, we just wish somebody else built it.
Mike Holmes.
Did they actually do this right?
No, they didn't. Outliers. Doing a good job to keep me in shape. Thank you, contractor.
God, I love my job.
Well, we were looking for a house that was in the neighborhood of our son's school. There's a daycare that's in the school, and we thought, hey, let's get closer to it. And so we decided on this neighborhood.
We really like the terrace, actually. We're on like that first, and it was a move-up house for us.
Lisa, Ron, nice to see you again.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
We're looking at a terrace here that is leaking into the garage. It's unfortunate, but we're gonna find out why.
We moved in on a Friday night, and it was raining heavily, and the next day, Saturday morning, we came out to put, the boxes for moving into the garage, and it was already leaking.
It's just under 2 years old, and that's a pretty bad sign when it was leaking right away.
And they came a week later. Said, well, it's probably just caulking around the posts of the terrace. I'll put some caulking up, and normally that's a maintenance issue, but I'll do it for you. And then, of course, it started leaking again. That didn't solve the problem.
And
the drywall was falling down.
The drywall was falling down pieces on the cars, and the water that was dripping, it had a little bit of nail rust in it over time, and we didn't want that dripping on the cars.
It's like you lost 5% of the value of the home. I haven't been able to use it for the last 2 years.
Let's go upstairs, take a good look at it.
Okay. There has been 5 attempts to repair it. 5 times the builder came and made attempts to seal the water leaks, and but to no avail. It's still leaking. So in 2 years, we haven't been able to sit on the terrace or felt comfortable putting the cars into the garage because of the leak.
So this is our trouble area, eh?
Yes, this is it.
You find the water pools?
Oh, yeah, it does. In fact, you can see the water line right there.
Oh, I can. How much water sits in here?
I'd say about 3 inches after a good rain.
And it'll sit in here?
It just stays there until it evaporates.
You're kidding.
You buy a new house. You move in thinking that this is going to be great. You're not going to have the problems that I might have with an older house, and yet you still have these problems. And then you think, okay, great, I've got a warranty and a builder that's behind me.
Developer came in 5 different times to fix this and couldn't fix it. I guess they really didn't want to take it apart.
They did a series of patches. They first started off with doing caulking. They threw caulking around the post. That was their first. And then they came back and gradually started putting more patches in.
Well, do me a favor, step back in so I can just pull this up and take a look at it. It's already getting warm. So this is one of their Band-Aids here?
Yes.
Yep, there's a patch job over there.
Roof tiles, and then they tarred all around it in both corners.
Okay, the scuppers, the drainage out to the eaves troughs on the outside are higher than the floor. What it is doing, it's actually running up. It's not running down. Well, I don't notice that this is sloped at all, and this has to be sloped. It has to be angled out. We want to see it definitely teepeed up in the center so it runs out to the sides, and then again, grooved in here, so it's a channel to run out to the scuppers. So we're flooding the garage, obviously.
That's right.
Okay, can we see it from underneath?
Oh, yes. Yep. I thought, what have I done? Because I had a house that wasn't leaking, and I bought a new house not expecting that to happen, and it did happen, and it wasn't being fixed.
From day one that it leaked, they documented it, took pictures, wrote it down.
Our mandate really is to protect new home buyers, and we do that by standing behind the warranty that builders must, by law, provide to all new home buyers.
And every time we would get a leak, we would take a picture, send it to the builder and the home warranty program. So we did that over and over and over. We have hundreds of pictures.
On October 1st, 2003, the Ontario New Home Warranty Program is introducing a new minimum customer service standard that all builders must comply with. For homes with a date of possession prior to October 1, there is a process, and it is not as prescriptive.
This is what upsets me. We're looking at new home builders that will stall you for up to 2 years, and then the new home warranty program runs out 5 different times. The developer comes back here to fix this problem, and 5 different times they put a Band-Aid over a Band-Aid. Oh, we definitely have the signs of water, eh?
Yeah, pretty much on both sides of the garage. You can see where the water stays. And in the bottom there, that's where they cut it out with a chainsaw and put those in, but it still didn't solve the problem. The water was still...
They replaced the scuppers?
Yeah, they did.
You can see here where we took a red marker and we made some circles for the builder to show them where leaks were definitely coming in.
Look at that, we had so much water there, we're growing some vegetables. I noticed a little bit of mushrooms there. Put in your spaghetti.
One of the repairs they did, they had to replace the drywall here because the water was building up and the drywall collapsed.
Finally, we said to the home warranty program, that's enough. How many attempts? 5, 6, 7? Do we go to 12 attempts? You know, when do you cut it off and say, you know, that's enough?
The builder made several attempts to repair the problem, which was a leaky balcony. For whatever reason, the builder was not able to make the repairs to our satisfaction.
So in come new home warranty program, which makes me smile.
And the warranty program made a suggestion that they incorporate a slope into the balcony in order to eliminate the rain, the water buildup on it. And the builder did not wish to do that.
5 attempts at the developer to come back in here and fix this. I failed.
And after that, the warranty program put the builder in breach of warranty.
We had enough. Let's call in the right guys to fix this. I guess that was our job. Let me go get the guys, my tools. We're gonna take this place apart.
All right.
Okay?
Thank you.
We're gonna fix this so it
Thanks
doesn't leak
very much.
anymore.
Yeah.
Disaster? Fixed.
Anytime that there was a leak, I would take a picture of it, write a letter, send it to the builder as well as to the warranty program.
So they gave the builder 5 chances, and after 5, it still is leaking.
We're ready to play? Yeah, we're ready. We'll get a couple of guys upstairs. We have Steve with us. He's gonna help us take off the siding. We'll get a couple guys in the garage. It's just unfortunate that we can't use this again, so we'll cut it in half to make it safe to take it down. We want the membrane to come up about 3 feet. 3 feet of snow can be out here, and it will get through the vinyl siding and ruin the wall. My guess is they only come up about 1 foot off the floor. We'll see. All right, let's go down and we'll go into the garage and start pulling down some drywall. So I'm gonna cut this 2 feet back, okay? And we're gonna pull down all the drywall, all this tape that should have been tuck tape. Why they got paper barrier in the bottom? They ran a strip of 6 mil underneath. You know why? Just to hold the insulation in. If any water gets in there and sits in there, that'll be a moisture zone. That'll hold it. Well, as guessed, the membrane is just up, not even 1 foot. Well, they have the tar paper in behind it, which is, again, it's a minimum coat. I'd rather see a Tyvek or another product like it.
It's like a craft paper, basically asphalt saturated
Isn't it, eh?
newspaper.
Isn't it?
So it's, this would just really just absorb water as opposed to shed it.
It sucks, it's garbage, it's the minimum.
Quite a few of these pieces of siding weren't even nailed. It looks like they nailed every other row.
Save time, make money, and do it wrong. What we're gonna try and do is take up this membrane now. And what we want to do is definitely cut around the scuppers because we do not want to damage them. They call them scuppers. That is your drainage from the flat roof to outside, whether it goes into an eavesdrop or whether it runs in a downspout and goes down to the ground. Now the funny part is here, they put so many layers on this. Look at this, okay? Here's the low point, here's the high point, here's the higher point. Yeah, that water's gonna go out all right. I don't think so.
See all the water sitting in here.
Look at this, yeah. Sitting in between layers. Well, this is a joke. Our scupper, funny enough, definitely runs inward, so no water's gonna run out. I need the 4 foot. Thank you. We're gonna take a measurement, make sure our 3/4 inch is gonna be just what we want. So I'm just gonna pull it up to this height. Now we have a rundown. That's what I want. That angle they had, oh my God. That's really bad angle. As much as I hate to, we have to throw this wood out. It's not really what we're going to need now for the changes we've made, so it's a shame. I have to chuck it. Jesus, look at that move when you walk on it. This joist here is a crown up, okay? Now, with my crown down over here, you see how my level rocks? I mean, what we have is a floor that goes like this, and that's just going to create a puddle. This crown down, you can see this gap right here. If all our crowns were up, we'd have a perfectly true floor, which is what I'm looking for. Now I'm gonna put down the plywood over top of this, and no matter how I wanna look at this, I'm gonna have a gully here, because I'm gonna screw down to that floor joist. Grab the 6-foot level, I want you to hit every joist, go underneath, find the ones that don't have the crowns, and that's how many we need. So, I do a little bit of laminating, I bring that floor up, and I bake it true again, and then I do my slopes. We all have our squares, we all have our levels, and we all have our common sense. But when you leave it all at home, you have a house just like this one.
This here is a crown down.
See what we're getting? What we're going to do is laminate 4 8-foot 2x8s with the crown up against the other joist. We'll pull out the braces, we're gonna put it in beside the other one and blow it in with our guns. And the idea is now that we'll have the crown up, you will see the difference when I do this.
What we're doing here is we're laminating. We're adding some premium construction adhesive here. And this will just give us that little extra. Now we have chemical and mechanical support. This is the difference. That's the bow in the floor that he's talking about.
Now, a lot of carpenters out there are going to say, that's not much, but now we're not going to have a puddle of water up there, so that is a lot. What we're going to do is we're going to take our 3-inch strips, screw them down. This is 1/2 inch. Screw them down on the outside. Do a 1/4 inch strip here, which from 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch gives us the run we want this way. All right, I accept. We've created a very gradual slope. So we've cupped it this way, that's what we want. 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch all the way down to nothing is gonna give us the run this way, which I double checked on the scupper, and we have it. Couple pieces of wood, couple bucks. Boy, we fixed it. We'll just get these screws in and we'll break for lunch. All right. Get the corners in and get the membrane down.
So we're gonna make this deck out of cedar.
Let's surprise them. Let's get a drywall knife. Let's get a knife. That's good. Rather than using tape as a corner bead, which is like totally wrong, we're gonna corner bead it so we get nice plaster on it. We have the roofing company that's going to put down the new membrane, the 3 layers the way it should have been with the protection board, and get it closed in again with the siding. Where's my hammer?
It's basically like a liquid asphalt. It's designed to be quick drying, so there's not a lot of downtime. It's basically just going to allow the new membrane to adhere better to the wood substrate. That's the protector board. It's 1/8 of an inch in thickness. It's basically just asphalt-coated fiberglass.
So it gives us two good things. It's a fire retardant for torching and really a protection board as well.
Yes. We're going to bring the membrane up to about the point where the primer stops.
Okay.
The ice and water membrane will then come down over the membrane, and then the siding will be applied.
Good, good, good.
Liquid tar and gravel roofs are really primarily used now for just large commercial applications.
Day 3. Roofers were here on the weekend and got up most of the siding, weather ice shield, pretty well finished. They just have a couple more things to do, a little bit of the siding on the front here. All right, well, we only have a little bit of water sitting here, and that's in the overlaps. That's to be expected. We had no leakage at all from this huge storm that we had yesterday, and that's not bad. I'm fine with that. Our top granulated layer here is, overlapping each piece. So we're going to have a small bit of water sit there, but it's not 3 inches. And this should evaporate in the same day. See, they have the weather and ice shield up underneath the flashing right down over top of the membrane. So that makes me happy. We have tar paper, tar paper, weather and ice shield. Which one sounds better? It's a little more money, but 10 times better. So instead of pressure treated, we're gonna go cedar. We're gonna run 16-inch on center, 4 pieces, okay? We're gonna run our top boards with an overhang. And each and every one of them, by the time we lay down the 3 frames with our top boards, they'll overlap.
Yep.
So it'll look like one piece.
Yep.
We're at 53 3/4. So what we'll do is we'll cut every single one of them at 53 inches. We'll set the guide so that they're precise. It's just gonna look beautiful. Time, 4'6". They knew it was leaking at the door. So they come in the weeping area. Okay, this is the drainage. And that means if water gets down there, it's supposed to drain out. And they caulked over the weeping areas. When this door is closed and the rain beats from the east, you can see the dirt in there, which shows rain is getting in. I'm using a clear silicone on this because it was just sitting there, so we want it to bond in place as well as I want it watertight. So this is just perfect to put a bead across. They didn't even bother trying to make sure it was set precisely in place, which is a bit of an issue because it leaked at the door. See, what we want is to be up over, just like that. So we see the silicone that comes up and nothing can drive in. This is a drip edge. When the rain hits us, we want it to come down and away from the threshold and away from the corners. So I'm gonna do a little trick here. I'm just gonna caulk across the top of that, a very small bead, now that I have it in place. Seal it. See what I like about this? It looks like one piece, but it's 3 pieces. You know, that way, he has no problems picking up one piece in the spring, to sweep it all off and clean it up. Like it. The reason I'm keeping it away from the edge is I don't want to pierce the edge. So this way it keeps it up off it, gives it drainage, and does what we want it to do. Okay, let's get screws right down the center on the 2 boards. That'll take away our creak. Good job, sir. Made it to fit.
All right.
Homeowners at home.
Oh, this is amazing.
Lisa, come take a look. At the, well, let me just close this. As you can see, we have it all closed in and plastered.
This looks great. So clean and neat.
It is still a little wet, so that's drying. We have a nice thick coat on that.
Right.
That's great.
That's amazing. I mean, just the fact that we don't have to look at the water stains that were starting to grow over time and spreading all over, and the clump of mushrooms that had grown on the wood.
One thing we did do is we took your tracks down and we had cut the vertical pieces because they had them pierced through the drywall. And all they did was plaster around it. So this way, it's completely sealed and we don't have to worry about gases getting up in your house.
Right.
That's great.
That's
Thank
great.
you. You've got a nice corner bead
Yeah,
up there,
and that
so
looks amazing.
it really cleans it up.
It's just funny that they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Let's go see the gold. That's upstairs.
All right.
This is what I like.
Wow.
Wow, that's nice.
Oh, wow.
Look at
Oh,
that.
just
at that.
just a little
That's great.
surprise. That way you can sit out here and
We've
have a
never
look.
sat out here before. Oh my
Wow.
gosh. Wow.
Well, this is made in 3 pieces, so you can pull it up either piece you want. It looks like it's 1 piece, but it's 3 pieces.
It does.
We brought up the center of the floor, and we obviously leveled your scuppers down instead of up, which is what they were. If anything, was running water in. Now the membrane underneath, we have 3 layers. So we put down the protection boards, we got the center layer, the top layer on top, and we even put up weather and ice shield underneath this rather than tar paper. That's all the way around. So it's well protected.
Yeah.
Like I say, after 2 years, no garage, no terrace, the space is there, we could never use it.
You paid for it and you couldn't use it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So this is wonderful.
One thing about the caulking out here that I was a little disappointed with, there was a few areas that were missing caulking.
Okay.
One of them was up here, and actually above this one was not caulked.
Right.
And I had to touch up around here. So I made
So
sure.
you did all that for us?
Oh yeah.
Oh, thanks, man.
I just wanted to make sure this was
Yeah.
watertight. And again, keep your eye on the door here. I did fix the bottom of it.
Right.
But really, I'm against just putting in a door like this without a screen door, especially when we have no canopy over top protecting it.
Right.
Yeah.
So if it does rain hard, we want it from the east, then
Right.
inspect the carpet. If you get a few drops in there, please call in the door guy and get it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
screened
A
out.
storm door, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
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 Well, job's finished. It's watertight. I have all these homes. It's probably the only one.
Mike, if you're ever in the neighborhood, drop by. This house is open to you anytime.
I just might do that. Never know. I might have to fix one of these other these houses. Keep an eye on it. Take your pictures. Document it. Man, don't give up on it. Don't just think that it's going to go away, because it's not going to go away. This is a small problem starting quickly. You want to be on top of it, and you want to start raising a fuss. It's just as simple as that.
It's perfect.
It sure is.
That's what I like to hear. I tell the clients, hold back 10% for 45 days until you're happy. Once you're happy, everything's fine, there's not a problem, then you pay me. Submit it in the mail.
That's great.
After 2 years,
I have to
we
thank
can
you.
sit out
You
here.
are welcome,
so
sir.
much.
You're
That
very
is
welcome.
Just
We've,
fantastic.
You're very welcome.
Thank
Oh my
you.
good. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. This is fantastic.
Why isn't there a 10% holdback on the developers? That if there is a problem, get back in there and fix it. Once you fixed it, then you get your money. Very much.
Way to go. Good job.
A great job. Randy.
The worst, I think, is about a 17-degree temperature differential between the basement and the top floor. The day we moved in, we turned the air conditioning on, and there was something wrong. The lawyer that we consulted said, don't pay him a penny until you get your heating and air conditioning issue resolved.
We are going to make one hell of a mess of your fine home.
So subsequent to that, we got sued.
We have lost there, there's no doubt about it. But if we have enough of that, we're going to lose quite a bit by the time it gets upstairs. This is not the way to do it. Mike Holmes, did they actually do this way?
They didn't. Motherfuckers. You want a good job? Keep me in shape. I keep contractor.
God, I love my job.
We love the place. Like, it's a great house.
Great neighborhood.
And it's big, and it's got windows on both sides, and it's really bright. And we have a backyard, which we didn't before.
Which we need now that we have 2 dogs.
We love the house. We just don't like the heating and air conditioning.
Today we're going to be looking at a brand new condominium, about 6 units built on an old church foundation. Has a little bit of problem with the HVAC, heating, ventilation, air conditioning.
Literally, the day we moved in, we turned the air conditioning on, and there was something wrong. We knew.
And when we addressed it right away the very same day.
Yeah.
And basically, he had told us that the system had not been balanced yet.
The builder that built these units was totally cooperative at the beginning. There was an issue. The city inspector was called in. He wanted to see the plans. He took a look at the plans and right away did not like what he saw.
His contractor engineer came over, and it was clearly obvious that there was something wrong. I mean, the builder was there, the engineer was there, and the two of us were there, and he stated in front of us, okay, the builder agreed there's something wrong, we have to fix it.
Steven, how are you, sir?
Yes.
Nice to see you again. Trevor, nice to see you.
How are you?
We have a new addition to the family here, eh?
Yep.
How are you? What's your name?
This is Gracie.
Gracie. Where's George?
Right behind you.
There's George. Hi, George.
Then the following day, we received a call from the builder saying, we talked to somebody else, we've changed our minds, there's nothing wrong with your system, leave us alone.
My gut tells me we have sloppy installation of the ductwork. When you have 300 CFMs, which is cubic feet per minute, missing, the furnace is giving out approximately 700, almost 800 CFMs, and we're missing 300 of them, it's going somewhere.
The worst, I think, is about a 17-degree temperature differential between the basement and the top floor. We hired our own engineer to do a full assessment and tell us what exactly. Why is there like a different weather system on every floor?
If you're driving force, hot air or cool air from the basement to the top floor, you want to make sure that everything is run perfectly. That's a long distance to run this air.
What you should have is one huge vent going up and tiny little branches going off. Instead, what our builder did was made the main branch in the basement and then have the tiny ducts going all the way up. So by the time everything gets up to the 4th floor, there's not enough pressure.
We consulted a lawyer because his own engineer had told us that something major is wrong, that the pipes needed to be rerun and new ductwork and all this kind of stuff.
And we have one duct run out. Why one? This is high efficiency?
Yep. Just at that point, we had owed the builder about, I think, $1,700 that we hadn't paid for upgrades, and the lawyer that we consulted said, don't pay him a penny now until you get your heating and air conditioning issue resolved.
Well, I can see that we are going to make one hell of a mess of your fine home. We are going to have to open up every area, all the drywall to do with the ductwork, to see if we have a break in the line, to see why this is doing this. We have to look for everything, but let's go upstairs and take a look upstairs.
Cool.
So subsequent to that, after refusing to pay for the upgrades, we got sued. All he said was, we consulted another party and we've now decided there's nothing wrong. That's it. We countersued for $10,000 to get the heating fixed, and so now it's going to court.
We have a register at the door. We should, if I'm right, have a register at that window.
There was no return air on the floor.
On this floor at all.
Okay. And that shouldn't be inside the bedroom. That should be out here in the open area for the stairs.
Exactly. In our other house, it was covered under the Ontario New Home Warranty Program. This one, because it was part of a church, the basement is still part of the old structure. It's not really considered brand new construction. It's considered what, a retrofit? Mm-hmm. So it's not covered under the Ontario New Home Warranty Program.
Steve and Trevor are gonna have to pay for it themselves, and then, cross their fingers that in court they win.
You have to be really sure that the builder that you're hiring is going to follow up with their warranty, because you have no protection except for going to court.
Man, I just hate to say we're gonna make a mess of your place. But we'll come in with the guys, we'll cover everything up. This is gonna be one blanketed project.
Yeah.
And we are gonna open up whatever it takes to find out what this problem is.
Cool.
Great.
Yeah.
I think we'll have the engineer come in here too and help us look at it. We'll put this back together and make
Great.
these guys
Thank you.
warm
Thank
in the winter and cool in the summer. There is a problem. We will find it. Not that in my mind, we will find it. And hopefully that helps them to get their money back. Look at the damage we're gonna do. Electrical lines are not supposed to touch duct lines. We're gonna do a little fogging. Is that what we're gonna do? Why not? Sure.
It gets really hot in the summer, and sleeping in a sauna is not that fun.
We have to put on our Sherlock Holmes hat. Take a look, see what we can find out. We're gonna have to move a lot of furniture in here and get this covered up. We're definitely gonna open up in this corner and we're gonna make one hell of a mess. Let's get somebody right now wrapping up everything over here and we'll go downstairs. We're definitely gonna open up your bulkhead. 2 bulkheads. Once we're able to see where the lines come up and go through, that's where we start tracking it. That's where we start opening it upstairs. Let's get the couch, everything against that wall. We'll move that table and chair. And unfortunately, I think we're going there too. And we are. This one. We're opening up the center. Center of this. Okay. I have a real funny feeling they ran that on the exterior wall. They didn't even use the bulkhead. We are going to open this up right here, okay? So rather than plastic everything up in the kitchen, let's get a piece of plastic right across here, okay? This is going to be a pain. Let's go upstairs. Okay. Oh, you buggers. How does that overlay? That's interesting. gonna take the dogs, put them in the room. Take you guys home with me, hey? Would you like that? Move in. Hey, George. We got water outside the cage. How you gonna drink that? Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? These cute little guys say, put you right down by Gracie. I just don't want you getting dusty. Just cut a piece to cover that table. To get a drop cloth in this corner, because I'm gonna open up this side. Not only do we want to see it and we want to examine it for drafts, we want to make sure it's insulated. Okay, so obviously we're gonna come in about 3 inches on each side. We're gonna cut a trough.
There we go, flexible ducting. Oh, is this for the fireplace?
Let's get some steel tape on that for sure.
Is that the bulkhead inside?
Well, we'll determine that from downstairs, but you're probably right, Sean. What we're really looking for at this point is we're tracing down a line right here, and this is the one I want to see. Well, this is 2x3 strapping from one side to the other. Why isn't it vertical? They had the height, they have the clearance from here to the ductwork. It's gonna be much stronger vertical. This is not the way to do it. See how much play we have here? This is the force there. This is the return. We have lost there. There's no doubt about it. But if we have enough of that, we're going to lose quite a bit by the time it gets upstairs. Well, I'm looking at a boot that comes off the main, and it's an elbow that ties in. It's a boot that comes off the main, comes up, and all they did was metal tape it. Obviously, they thought they needed another line, which the engineer did say. We should have another line going directly up to the 3rd floor. But at this point, we may find a major flaw, you know, a 41% loss, airflow loss upstairs down here, maybe on the 2nd floor. We don't know. We'll trace it, we'll work our way up, and we'll see more. Most installers that put in the ductwork seem to believe that all their joints, everything else, they do it with perfection, that there is no loss. Yet we have statistic reports from 5 to 15% heat loss. Just on joints alone makes no sense to me. Why aren't they taped? You know, we have the tape, they sell the tape. Why not tape them and get that air loss back? Now, it's not highly important that we tape all the vertical lines or the round lines going up. It's just not extremely important because they feed into each other, right? So that causes the airflow to continue through. Where in the main line, because we use joints and cleats that run around here, we have a lot of air loss in here. Now, these I want taped. Unfortunately, nobody really tapes it, you know, unless he really cares, because we know this is where the loss is going to be, on the main or at the furnace. And they really should be taped. It's not a lot of money. Tony.
Hi.
How you doing?
Fine, yourself?
You've looked over the plans, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
What have you noticed?
The furnace is producing about 870 CFM, and we're only delivering about 550 CFM through the outlet, so we're losing 300 CFM somewhere.
Okay, and we gotta find it.
We have to find where it's going. Yes.
I mean, I noticed right away we had a boot coming off the main here, and it was taped up. That's not usual, is it?
No, you would expect to have a metal cap on that, Mike.
It would make sense to me.
Most of the leakage that I could see is really at the traverse joints here. The slip joints haven't been fitted properly.
Well, that's usually about 15%, not
That's correct.
40%.
A good installation, you'd be looking at 5–10%. 15 is already a bit on the high side, but 40% is definitely an extreme. I believe we need to test the source, and this is the source. This is the main supply trunk duct that's feeding all the branches that go to all the outlets throughout the home.
This is a fogging unit, and what's going to happen is as soon as we'll let this heat up a bit, it'll start to fog. The furnace will pick it up and carry it through, and that's what we want to look at.
Is it coming out of the vents? We may have to pull some vents off to develop some
It's
pressure.
coming out of the main here. It's coming big time out of there.
Fogging like crazy up there?
Yeah, it's just coughing out of here. I can feel it just standing here, coming off of this.
Yeah.
When you see this kind of fog coming out of the main duct, it indicates a lot of leakage at the branch connections and also the traverse joints joining the various ducts.
Tony, I can't fathom the thought, if we close up all these registers, how much is going to come pouring out of this trunk?
A lot more than what we see now, Mike. A lot more.
We're losing quite a bit on all the tops here.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Every
single one of us. And the end block, anyways.
The block end looks like a real bad one. You know, we're pissing a lot of energy into spaces that we don't need to be. Well, the spiders are pretty comfortable. This is where the highest external static pressure is on the system, the highest pressure. And you note the connection to the furnace?
Oh my God.
Look at that.
between this and the trunk, oh my, I'm surprised we're not losing more.
Without leakage, all you should be seeing is that.
There is no tape whatsoever, no goop, no nothing. We got some goop around here.
The refrigeration pipes are sealed, but the main duct connection, the largest connection on the unit, is not sealed.
You know what that tells us? After we tape all this up, I think we're going to be really good hitting that top floor.
I agree.
We lose it at the furnace, and we lose it on the main branch. Why not tape them? Why isn't this code? On a 4-story house, I would say it's very important that you tape
Very
these
important to
joints.
seal these traverse joints, yes.
And we are smoking out big time. Counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 takeoffs from this main line. 11 takeoffs that will run and feed through the house. I'm gonna get Desmond to clean all the joints where the cleats are at the top. Make sure you wipe around the boots at the top, because you can see this ductwork is full of dirt. Just dirt, and the tape won't stick to that. Watch your fingers, it's very sharp up there. Here we have proper metal duct tape. Has a paper release on the back with adhesive that'll stick to the metal. Now we have 2 thicknesses here. One is going to be for around the boots. The wider tape we want for the cleats. With the wider tape, we'll cover that cleat completely on one strip all the way around. It's funny because everybody talks about duct tape and 1001 uses. Well, that's true, but it's not for ductwork. You can use it for anything else. We want to use a metal tape on this.
What a way to do this.
You know what I just noticed? That this is built on an old church foundation, right? Well, it's not just the foundation. Look at the beam. Look at the floor joists. Look at the old boards. They've actually incorporated the whole old structure into these new condos. I really do believe the code needs to change because in commercial, because they run such long distance spans, every joint has to be sealed. So why not do it in residential? We're probably using a good 200 feet, possibly 300 feet of tape. $10, $10,000 repair? This is a pain in the ass. Now, I can make a fortune, actually, fixing up screw-ups. So what they're doing is keeping someone like me, honestly, in business. So we are going to go and buy some insole wrap. It's about 3/4 of an inch, and one side's of foil. The engineer said it would be good to wrap the whole main duct line, which was going to help keep the heat in and then distribute it. Based on a 4-story, it's something that he's recommending. And I say, I like it.
You got one of those sharp knives.
Yeah, absolutely.
All we're doing is really reducing the amount of heat loss in the ductwork system. You have air that's heated and cooled that's running through the ductwork. So heat or energy is lost through the duct walls. We're adding insulation to form a resistance to heat flow. So we're containing the heat within the ductwork.
Way it goes, sorry. Okay, now where do you want this one, you think?
If this was my house, I'd wrap it. This is going to make a huge
Tell me when you
difference
got it. I got it.
in heat loss. Okay, I think we're all sealed up, and we're going to fog this, and we're going to see if our work's any good. Ready to go, Tony? Ready.
Nothing in here. This is perfect.
Okay. Good.
That's perfect.
It's not bad.
Oh, and that's the one that serves the upper loft.
Why don't we just keep fogging it? We'll go up to the 3rd floor and see if we have any nice fog coming out of the registers.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Oh, that just indicates that leakage is reduced significantly.
Today went very, very well. We were able to seal up all the joints in the main line, which was extremely excessive and not easy.
Oh, look at that. Holy cow.
Isn't air such a beautiful thing?
After doing a fog test, we completed our task. What do you think of that?
Excellent.
Tomorrow, we're gonna have them come in and do a balancing test to make sure that we've gained back our 300 CFMs that we're missing. We are insulated on the outside wall. If we don't get our 300 CFMs back, obviously we have another issue, don't we?
Exactly.
Okay. Again, Tony, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Once I get 2 thumbs up, we will close in that bottom bulkhead, plaster, paint, and we're done. They ran the 6-inch line to the 2nd floor, which should have been to the top floor. Once we had actually switched over the 6-inch and the 5-inch line, it made one hell of a difference. If we just tape all this up, seal all this up, that should be enough to recover our 300 CFMs?
Most of it.
Well, after we did the initial wrapping and sealing of the main trunk line, they did a heat loss calculation and determined there still was not enough heat coming out of the ducts on the very top floor. We did gain back almost all the 300 CFMs that were missing. The engineers requested that we open up all the vertical lines all the way up and inspect them as well as wrap them.
Are you guys really friends or what? What's going on here?
We also found out that they ran the 6-inch line to the second floor, which should have been to the top floor. There was a 5-inch to the top floor. What we did was we switched over, continued 6-inch all the way up. With that, with the wrapping of all the lines, it's made one hell of a difference. So I have to agree with the engineer. In the long run, they're gonna be warm and they're gonna be cool in the summer. Oh, this turned out to be a hell of a lot of work. This is not just a couple of bunch of holes here. We had holes all over the house. We as builders know that on such a large run in commercial, every joint has to be sealed. What a difference now that we've done that. It's the way it should be. But in residential, as soon as you go 4 stories, it doesn't have to be sealed. That's incorrect. That's a very good color match. I mean, from one paint manufacturer to another, this was good.
Usually I'll take a little piece of the wall to the paint store with me and let the paint store do it. So if you can cut off a small piece of the wall behind the switch plate, that's generally the best way.
Keep up the good work, sir.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
We use sheetrock 90. It's harder than a rock to sand, but if you use conventional drywall compound, it would take 36 hours for it to dry, so we never get the job done. So we went with a harder compound. But that's why I'm sanding and I'm sanding and I'm sanding, and when I'm done I'm sanding some more because it's really, really hard. But you get a harder finish, which is great.
We're just getting it cleaned up. The painters are in. We're gonna get all the painting finished up, and then we're going to put all the furniture back and get in their house back and move on. Hey guys.
Hey, there he is.
How's it going? Not so bad. Just finished cleaning your home here.
Are you guys sure you did anything?
Well, we did actually. We had ripped open the ceiling all over here, the bulkhead here right down. All this bulkhead right from the top down to the bottom. Let's do a little test here. I think I'm gonna turn on your air conditioning. And we'll go check upstairs. We had opened up the front side here, the ceiling. We had changed it over from downstairs from 5 to 6 inch. Let's go upstairs and take a look at that.
So you can't feel the temperature difference anymore, can you?
Well, you notice a big difference, do you, from downstairs to
Oh,
upstairs?
it's how huge, yeah.
Huge difference.
You could feel it between every floor. It's like a different weather system. Now you can't tell.
It's balanced.
It's balanced.
The way it should be.
Yes.
That's good to hear. We have minimum code requirement, and that minimum code tells us how this line has to be run, what size to what room, how to divert different heat patterns to different areas of the house. Residential is a standard 2-story home plus basement. That's what everybody's used to. But now we're building houses 3 stories, 4 stories tall, and using the same formula on a higher run. And that is a big issue. When we did the smoke test here, this one, the smoke was about this high, which really showed we had a problem. Now that we made the changes, I mean, I can really feel it cool. Can you feel that?
Yeah, I can feel it. Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me that we had so much work to do. Based on what we looked at, just at the trunk coming off the furnace and seeing so much air loss in that one area, that's a great indication that whoever did install it, did it everywhere. So we see clearly we have a really nice blow here, really nice blow. For 4 floors up, I like it.
Right.
That's a lot stronger than it was when I first came
Way
here.
stronger than it
There's
was
hardly
before.
anything coming out of there before.
Oh, I feel real good about it. I know that the problem is now solved. I'll pay the extra. Let's get it taped, let's get it wrapped. It's gonna make a difference. I can feel that. Oh my goodness, that's
way,
really nice.
Way better than it was.
This is the issue here. Let's not lose any heat. So, we're done? I go back up?
Thank you
You
very
don't
much.
do another one?
Thank you.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Good luck to you. I hope everything works out for you.
Perfect.
Any problems? Call me. But I doubt
Oh, okay. We'll
Okay.
be done.
You
Thanks.
guys guys take it easy. You do not have to tape the joints. You do not have to insulate the pipe, wrap the pipes like we're doing, or wrap the main line, wrap the pipes vertically. It is not in code. And as far as I'm concerned, it should be code. Another job done. Sure. Mike. Desmond. Don. Binge. Tomorrow. All right. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow morning.